everybody, it's Michelle coming at you one day late for my week something or other update. I think it may be 19. It'll be in the title. You'll have seen it in the title. So let's get straight to stats. I had RNY gastric bypass surgery on July 6, 2017 at St. Bernardine's Medical Center in San Bernardino, California with Dr. Fedorka, whose first name I don't remember. And my high weight was in August of 2016 was 365 pounds. My surgery weight was 332.2. Last week I came at you at 363.2 or 263.2, and this week I am at 260.8, which is a weekly loss of 2.4 pounds. It is an overall loss from my highest weight of 104.2 and a since surgery loss of 71.4, which makes my weekly average loss since surgery 3.78, which is still doing pretty okay. I like to keep it above 3.6. I don't know why. That's completely arbitrary, but that's the number that I've picked. So there you go. I have an NSV this week. My NSV is that I am actually starting to feel bones in places, which is super crazy. I was lying down listening to TV, and I was just sort of like had my hands on my abdomen, and I noticed that I can feel my ribs like between, like in the middle. Like when I lie down, I can feel my ribs, where they meet in the middle, up between my boobs, and that was kind of weird. It's like, whoa, there's bones there. I don't know, that's kind of freaky. And also when I do my shoulder like this, I can feel that there's actually a bone there now, which is super crazy. And I caught a look at myself in the mirror as I walked by, just walked by the mirror in the bedroom one day. And you look in the mirror to do your hair or whatever, but although you may not know it from my hair. But but sometimes you don't really notice anything. And then this time, the way that the light hit me, I noticed like, oh, I'm growing a neck. Like sometimes it's hard to tell the way that the thing is, but look at that, I'm growing a neck. Whoa. I've seen older pictures of myself and, from when I was at my heaviest, and my chin almost went down to like here. So that's pretty awesome that I actually have kind of a neck. And one thing that's slightly disturbing is that I have this little divot. See, ew. I've never done that on camera before. You can actually really see it when I push it in. But I just shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Go away. And I know that I'm going to have some skin there, at least I think I will, when, it all, when all the fat goes out of there. But it's kind of nice to see that I actually have, like I said, I have a neck. I have a neck. And I know you guys are sick of me whining about it, but God, I wish I didn't carry so much weight in my face. I see you guys, with your, like, beautiful skinny faces, and I know that you still have weight to lose, but it's like, damn, I have so much weight in my face and my neck, and I wish I didn't. And my friend once said, yeah, but you're in proportion. It's like, you wouldn't want this bigger body with this little pea head. It's like, no, I really kind of do. I want this big body with this pea head. Although the angle that I'm at right now, it's not so bad. I guess I really should stop talking to you guys like this. I'm going at it from an upward angle. Anyway, self-conscious about my hair, self-conscious about my face. But it's not as bad as it used to be, and I know it'll get better. I've actually had a double chin, like, forever. Even when I was at my thinnest as an adult, I was 209 pounds, and I still had a little of this going on. And I think, like pictures of me in high school, when I was maybe in the low 200s, I still had a little of this going on. So I've sort of reconciled myself to the fact that it's not going anywhere, but it'll just get smaller. So anyway, that's my NSVs without my complaining. Sorry, my NSV is I could feel my bones for the first time, and I've got a little collarbone action going on. See, woo! Not when I go like that. When I go like that, ooh, look at that. There's even a little hollow right there. So those are coming in. Yay. So I wanted to talk about this week, and I'm trying a new method of uploading my videos, so this one may be a little longer than my videos have been in the past, but I have decided that I had gotten to a place where I really hated exercise, and I had talked about that, I think, in my last video or the video before, where I just really hate it. And then I realized that it's not exercise that I hate, it's the kind of exercise I was doing. I was doing those like drill sergeant, burn, 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 go, go, go kind of exercises. And I hated it. I hated every minute of it. I didn't like doing it. I didn't like going. I had a horrible attitude about going. You heard all this before in my other video. Anyway, and so I thought it was that I hated all exercise, but it wasn't. I realized it was just that I hated that kind of exercise. And it's so popular right now, that drill sergeant style, that you sort of get in this place where you think like, well, that's all there is. But that's not true. There are other, like, it's like, you feel like there's that drill sergeant style, and then there's like the really drippy, sappy style. Like, and I love me some Richard Simmons. Don't get me wrong. Like, I have done Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons is awesome. He has helped many, many people, and I love him, and he's great, and he always makes me smile. But it's like you get the drill sergeant kind, and then you get like the Richard Simmons kind, which is a little sappy. Or you get the one, it's like, you know, drill sergeant, push-ups on your knuckles, or chair exercises. There's usually very little in between. Like, there's a major gap, I think, in the fitness industry. Like, a lot of times, if you're doing a beginner workout, you're either doing, like I said, like chair exercises or push-ups on your knuckles, and it's like, oh, well, you're only going to do 5 of them instead of 50, so it's a beginner workout, right? So I decided to start walking, and just walking around my neighborhood early in the morning, because I like to do that. I like to go when it's still kind of darkish outside. That way I don't have to wear sunglasses, and because my sunglasses aren't prescription. So when I'm wearing my regular glasses, then I can actually see where I'm going and stuff. Plus, then, you know, the light's not out and it's real quiet, and I love that. I love that feeling. And plus I get up at the ass crack of dawn anyway for some reason. I used to be a night owl, but no more. Anyway, so I just decided to start walking, and then I was thinking what I should do along with walking is like hand weights, because I have some hand weights, and I really don't mind doing hand weight work and strength training at all. In fact, I rather enjoy it. So I was poking around on YouTube, actually the internet, looking for hand weight workouts, and then it was like, you need a workout bench, and you're going to go to the gym and do this. Like, again, a person who is a fitness expert's idea of beginner and what a beginner actually is are often two very different things. And I know that you need to like go a little bit beyond where you think you can go, but not to the point where you're hurting yourself. Like, you know, and then, so anyway, but then I found some recommendation for a YouTube video, and I thought, oh, well, let's look on YouTube. And I found these guys. I don't know if you call it a company, but their outfit is called HasFit, H-A-S-F-I-T. And it's this guy and his wife, and they do these strength training, and they have like, I think they said like over 1,000 videos or something. These little like, they have everything from like a 30-minute workout to a 5-minute abs workout, and they're like the nicest people ever. Like, they're people not like, you know, like the drill sergeant people where you'd go and like drink hard liquor with, but they're like people that you'd want to go to their house and play board games with all day. But they're not like sappy, and the workouts are challenging. You know, like I did the ab workout one, it was like 10-minute abs, and it wasn't like to where I felt like I was hurting myself, but I definitely felt it, and it was 2 days ago, and I still feel it. So I know I was really doing something. And so, and they're like I said, they seem like the nicest people ever. I'm just so in love with them. And then they have a website. I swear to God, this isn't a paid advertisement. I'm just so excited that I found something that I can do and that I like. They have a website. It's HasFit, HASFIT.com, and they actually have a beginner workout program, and it tells you what workouts to do on what days, and they're all different. Every single day is different. So, because they have so many workouts. So that's awesome, because I get bored really easily with exercising. Like, the thing, like doing a single workout tape, even just for a week, is just, I can't handle it. So it's different every day, and then it changes every month, and then it's different every day. So I'm liking that a lot. I've been doing that for the past week. My prize that my eye is on this week is just to finish the week, do 5 days of workouts, And I actually took the rest day because, like, when I start on something new and I like it, I just want to go, and then I get all bored and burnt out, and then I stop and don't do anything for a month, which is what I did last time. So I was like, okay, this week I'm actually going to take the rest day. And I did. And I felt really good. And then I came back from my rest day yesterday and did my walk and did the workout. And I feel great. I did my walk this morning and I feel great. And so I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited because I think I found a workout program that fits in that hole between drill sergeant and, you know, your grandmother. Not that grandmothers shouldn't be working out, because some grandmothers I'm sure could kick my ass. Just saying. But, you know, like, there's a happy medium. And I think I found it, and I think I found something that I can really do. So that's what I feel like this week. We'll see what it feels like next week. I'm really hoping it's the same. But like I said, I'm trying to only focus on 1 week at a time, because I tend to really like something and then focus way in the future and then plan too much, way too much, and then I don't do it anymore and I get overwhelmed because the task I set is so big and it's just a big fat mess. So I'm not going to do that. I just 1 more day of working out this week, and then I get a rest day, and then I get to start again. So I just want to do it tomorrow. I just want to get up and do it tomorrow. That's my goal. And I wanted to also talk about one last thing. When I was doing my walking earlier in the week, my hips were freaking killing me when I came back. My hips. And I feel like such an old lady because my hips. And I don't know, like, what that was, because working out before, my hips never hurt. So I poked around on the internet to self-diagnose, because I know we like to do that. And believe it or not, it didn't come back as cancer. I looked on the internet to self-diagnose, and it said something that I found completely reasonable was that if you have weak gluteal muscles, you can drop your hips when you walk. When you shift one side to the other, your hips drop too far, and it can cause pain in the hip. And it's like by the upper thigh. Like, it's not actually in my thigh, it's in my hip, but it's right where my thigh and my hip connect. And it was really painful. So, and the reason why that sounded reasonable to me is because when I lost most of my weight in the beginning, like 80% of it came out of my butt. Like, I still have a butt, but I mean, I just lost a ton of weight in my butt. That's where I lost weight first. So, and then I remember when I went into the surgeon, to see the surgeon's PA after surgery, I think it was my 6-week visit or something like that. I asked her why I was getting so tired when I exercised, and she said it was because in the first month after surgery, you lose something like 50% of your muscle mass, and because of all the weight loss, and also because you're not doing very much because you're recovering from surgery. And since I lost the most weight in my butt, I'm assuming that's probably where I had the most muscle mass lost, was in my butt. So it made sense to me that, thinking that the reason why I was having trouble with my hips was because my gluteal muscles aren't strong enough and stable enough, and that my hips drop really hard when I switch weight. So that means lots of squats and bridges in my future, I guess. And also I switched my walking shoes. I was just wearing Skechers, and I had these old rocker bottom shoes, and the rocker bottom shoes are supposed to engage your butt and your thighs and your core to help balance you so the weight isn't all on your feet. And then they advertise them as like, this is how to strengthen your core, but really it's just so, like, the first pair I had were MBTs, and they're very expensive, and I bought them for when I worked at Walmart because I was going to be on my feet all day, and I heard that that really helped, and it did. I wouldn't have made it through those shifts, those 9-hour shifts, without those shoes. But they got, like, instead of the bottom being flat, they got, like, you know, like actually more like that. Anyway, tilted one way or the other, because you know how we pronate, we turn on the outsides of our feet. So I had to get a new pair, and I didn't have the money for MBTs, so I bought this brand called Abeo, I think, ABEO, and they're the same thing. They're not quite as, like, the soles aren't as, like, serious as the MBTs are, but they still do the same thing. So I switched to those, thinking that not only would it help my core, but it would also help me use my butt muscles more when I walked. And the last 2 days that I've walked with those on, my hips haven't hurt hardly at all.